Not so much. Belmont crowd trickling in. Now we do have a hockey game being played tonight, Coach.
It is a an event-packed night for Belmont High School sports, Belmont High School Marauders, where the boys are in state quarterfinal action up in the Songus Arena up in Lowell, going against Waltham. And then again tonight, right here in Burlington, you have Belmont, Woburn. The girls going first, and then the boys in Sweet 16 action or Division North semifinal action.
It is absolutely a great night for Belmont sports tonight, and we hope that the girls are kicking it off, and the boys hockey team is kicking it off with a win, and then the boys basketball team able to follow it up. So Giorgio is squared for the tip against number 10, Kelsey Quayle. The ball is up. Belmont controls, and it'll be Cristofori to start. Cristofori up top now. That's a nice look inside to Giorgio, over to Tan, who had a great matchup against Andover in the last round. Cristofori with the take to the lane, off the glass, no good. Woburn up with it. Woburn working with speed now, right to the hoop they go, no good. That was Cassie Palmisano, and Giorgio's up with it. She's long down there, Coach.
What we're going to see a lot tonight is a lot of back and forth. Belmont certainly likes to push the tempo, a lot of athleticism out there, a lot of speed, and we'll see the same from Woburn.
Giorgio with the takedown low on the block, but good defense there by Quayle. Cristofori wearing 3 instead of her normal 12, might create a little bit of confusion. Mariano Rufo thought about a take there, thinks the better of it. There's the drive, the kick out to Quayle. The shot for 3 is up and good. Woburn on the board first, 3-0.
Nice in-out possession there by Woburn, where they're establishing the drive, and then they're very patient on the perimeter, making sure they're getting a good shot. Look for that trend to continue as we progress here tonight.
Cristofori with the handle now. 6:44 remaining in the first. Megan Tan swings it around now to Call. Inside to Giorgio, nifty little spin with the touch.
What a move, what a spin, what a lefty offhand finish for Giorgio. They're looking to establish her early, and that'll be very big for Belmont.
And what a pick by Call. Leaves it for Tan, thinks the better. She'll take it outside and quiet it down. Cristofori with the Steph Curry 3 off the back iron, no good. Woburn up with it. Palmisano with the rebound. Woburn working now. Look to the corner, that's number 45. Marina Rufo. Out of bounds down low there, and it'll be Belmont ball. That was Jen Call with the defense. That was Greta Prop with the defense.
Just a really nice, smart reach in, not fouling, getting hand on ball early, and not giving up position. Greta Prop, the way she was positioned, gave no angle to the Woburn player there.
Cristofori was working with speed. Belmont moving the ball well here early in the first. Back to Giorgio they go. Good defense from Woburn to triple team to the floor. Jenny Call saves it. No clock reset, so 12 on the shot clock. There's the 3 from Jen Call.
Big time by Jenny Call.
Silky smooth is Jen Call, and that gets the house rocking.
And what you saw there earlier in that possession, they tripled teams. Giorgio down very low. Earlier down low, and that's something they've established and they wanted to establish. Belmont did, and now look for the big shooters on the wings to make their mark.
That was Ashlyn Pacheco, a sophomore scorer for the Tanners, with a nice take to the basket. Evens the game at 5 with 5 minutes and 12 seconds ticking down in the first. Cristofori again wearing 3 instead of her usual 12. Kick to the corner to Tan. She's got baseline speed. There she goes. Contact down low, no call. Woburn up with it.
Great drive by Megan. Good speed, and again, this is 3 possessions where Belmont's going inside, looking to drive, looking to push the tempo.
And a great block by Call at the top of the key. Cristofori pulls up the dribble. Dangerous pass. Call with the set shot. Down the can and out. No good. Woburn coming back now. Number 14, Ashlyn Pacheco, knocked away. Up with it is Rufo. Pacheco now weathers the contact. To the floor we go, and it looks like these referees are going to let the girls play tonight. Cristofori now. Megan Tan looks inside the prop, but back up top now to Cristofori. Call. Megan Tan up top. Cristofori thinks about the three. Now she's going to go into the lane. Strong take, chucks it up, and gets the contact.
Good patient drive there by Cristofori. She uses her span so well, her arm span and her strides, where she gets so long on those drives where it almost looks like she's going without dribbling for 20, 30 feet, and she's just getting by the defender, getting up and under. A really nice drive and way to try to finish through the contact there by Carly.
And she does a great job of playing with contact, too, as we see Julia Taylor and Rachel Donahue into the game for the Tanners. Cristofori makes her first free throw, makes it 6-5. Take this opportunity to tell you that we don't have the auto scoreboard here tonight, so we're going to try to consistently update you with the score. The score you see on your screen might not be entirely accurate, but Coach Strite and myself known for 100% accuracy.
Always.
Here's Woburn now. That's Rufo up top. Strong take to the block, gets Giorgio off her feet. Shot's no good. Cristofori knocks it away. Great save there by Quayle, but Belmont's up with it.
Super smart play by Carly there. Just a smart reach behind and knock it away. That's her second straight possessions with knocking the ball out.
Greta Prop with a nice save there to Giorgio, and the ball is certainly bouncing Belmont's way here early. Giorgio with her patented spin move, no good. Woburn doing a great job of collapsing down there into the paint. Here's Quayle now for Woburn. That's going to go Belmont's way. We're seeing a couple unforced turnovers here from the Woburn Tanners.
So part of it could be playoff jitters, snow day, maybe they slept in, who knows.
But I slept in.
but the other thing with it is when Belmont, three straight possessions, getting the hand on the ball, when they're playing aggressively defensively and making plays, that starts to rattle you, and you start to kind of think about and worry about where the hands are coming from.
You got to just really work to play the same game you've been playing all season, even though this is obviously a game with serious stake, as we're going to see a foul on the floor. I'm going to have to rely on Chet for fouls here. I have absolutely no idea. It doesn't look like we're posting it on the board, and I'm not really hearing the PA announcer on the way up here, but Chet believes that was on Cristofori, and that's Giorgio off the inbound pass from Call. 8-5 here, Belmont, as we're inside 3 minutes in the first. Woburn working it quickly across. That's Courtney Cronin into the game for the Tanners.
And just watch this defensive rotation and the intensity on Belmont, how they're just firing out, and they're very, very active and very aggressive.
Ashlyn Pacheco with a nice pass there to Donahue. It's no good, and Belmont's up with it. This Jane Mahan into the game for Belmont. Carly with the long step take. They're going to get her for the travel there. Bags packed, ready to go. Carly Cristofori took a little bit of a trip. I've been working on that one, Coach.
No, it's good. It's good. I heard you practicing before it.
I did.
You executed it flawlessly.
Thank you. I mean, it's all about execution. You can draw it up, but unless you can make it work in a game situation, nobody really cares.
Nobody.
Woburn working now down by 3. Here's Rufo. Donahue now with the left-handed lay-in, no good. Giorgio up with the board. Cristofori controlling for Belmont. Close inside 2 minutes. Tan in the corner. Inside to Giorgio. Skip pass to Jane Mahan. She'll fake and take. And Woburn's going to get called for the foul down there on the block. We're waiting to see. You see, I don't see a move to the table for a number.
It's hard. I can't really see the fingers that far. I guess they call Jane Mann on travel there.
It was a travel. I thought it was a foul down low. That would be why there was no approach to the table. Coach Strite, always on his game, folks. Here's Quayle now for Woburn. Cassie Palmiso, right to the take. Giorgio contests the shot and knocks it away.
Awesome weak side help by Jess there. Really, she left early, but was smart poise. Did not get a foul. Got there in time. Great block.
And she's got to be one of the best bigs in women's basketball this year. She is just a fantastic player. Long three there from Quayle. He's no good. Looks like it's going to stay Woburn as Rachel Donahue was battling with Giorgio down low for the board.
What makes Jess so good and why she's so effective is footwork and just her positioning, her ability to move defensively, offensively, in transition. It's super important, and she does an excellent job of it.
And Coach Hart really stresses fundamentals. You can see it in how these girls play. Looked like a little bit of a travel there. The long shot by number 14, Pacheco's no good, and Belmont's up. Inside a minute and a half now, Belmont working with speed. Cristofori to Call. Inside to Mahan, off the glass and good.
What a pass by Jenny Call there, and a great finish by Jane Mann there. Just good positioning, ready for it, and with poise.
Pacheco being pressured by Tan across half court. Donahue now. Quayle, senior captain, kicks it out. Shot from Palmiso off the right side. 3 Belmont defenders converge, and they're up with it. Inside a minute now. Tan in the corner. Nifty little crossover, then right back to Cristofori. Call to Giorgio, up and no good. Gets her own rebound and draws the foul. Jess Giorgio, ladies and gentlemen. And these are the first free throws. Second set of free throws in the game. And it's been physical down there so far.
It has been. They've been letting them play, but I think part of it too is Belmont plays with up-tempo. They're very aggressive, but we see this on the boys' side too. They're super well-coached and super well-disciplined, where they're just because you're running hard and you're knocking the ball loose doesn't mean you're fouling. They play smart, they play well, and they are certainly wearing down the Woburn offense early.
Giorgio unable to convert either of those as Ella Gagnon is checked into the game for Belmont. Giorgio out defending. Into a gaggle of Marauders. No call is made. Waiting to get a look at a number. I believe that's Andrea Schiavone. Belmont just collapsing on the block there.
That's a legit block. Straight block, clean. And that's going to get in your head.
Not going to want to keep going down there as they're definitely going to get Ella Gagnon there on the foul. It's a nice baseline take.
She just didn't move her feet there. It was a blocking foul. Just be a little quicker to get that space. And, for the most part, earlier on possession, J-Man did a great job moving her feet, getting into position. And that's going to make it hard for drives on Woburn.
Courtly Cronin hands it to Quayle. Quayle to Schiavone, now to Rufo. Rufo with the strong take. Contact down low, and there's the charge.
Big time charge by Jane Mann. Nice job.
Gets in there, sets her feet. That's just good quality fundamental defense right there, Coach. So we got 14 seconds left. Belmont will have to work a little bit here. 10-5 the score, closing down the first quarter. Cristofori, she's got handles. It's Mahan now for the 3. No good. Just a little bit short there, and that would have been some icing on the cake if she was able to convert. But a strong first quarter here from the Belmont Marauders as they lead 10-5. Coach, what did you see out there on the floor to start?
So one of the things Belmont has done so effectively is they've taken away the paint for Woburn. Woburn early went to the paint, and after 3 block shots, one by Giorgio, one by Gagnon, and then the charge by Mann there, Woburn has to abandon the paint, which they got their first 3-pointer early by driving to the paint and kicking out. And now if they're going to stay away from the paint because Belmont's effectively taken that out of the game, that's going to make things much easier defensively for Coach Hart's team.
Absolutely, and don't forget, on the other side of the floor, that this is a team that has some serious ability to shoot the 3 in the Marauders, and we haven't really seen, other than Jenny Call taking a couple of pops from out there, those are about the only 2 3-pointers we've seen from the Marauders. They've been playing down low, good quick pass basketball inside.
So it's 10-5 now going into the second quarter, but the tempo was set by Belmont. They're doing what they've wanted to do. And defensively, another thing I've noticed is they're switching everywhere. Belmont, regardless of size or height, they have 5 players on the floor who can cover every position. Giorgio, with her footwork and her size and speed, she can cover a quick guard. Cristofori can cover a 5 or a 4 with her physicality and her speed and athleticism, and they're just all over these Woburn offensive players, making it very difficult.
And they're doing this right now, of course, without freshman sensation Maya Bergdorf, who's out for the rest of the season. Excuse me. with a broken foot. Second quarter action rather, starting off here. Woburn in possession. Pacheco to Rufo. Rufo loses the handle, gets it back, has picked up the dribble, needs some help.
Ooh, looks like a little bit of a travel to me there, Q.
Pacheco with the strong take, takes the contact, puts it up, gets it, and one. Thought that could have been a little bit of a foul. And it looks like they're going to get Megan Tan on that one. So that's going to put Ashlyn Pacheco to the line.
If I were Coach Hart there, I'd be a little apoplectic as early on the Woburn offensive player picked up her pivot foot, didn't even write down the number, and that's a clear travel that goes uncalled, and now you have a 3-point play in a 2-point game now.
I feel like it's a little early in the broadcast to be using words like apoplectic.
Well, I'm with the AP English teacher. I try to break.
That's a great word. I'm not going to lie.
I try to up my vernacular, so to speak.
Here's Jen Call for three. Long air mail right there. It'll be Woburn, ball the other way. So Woburn with an opportunity to tie it up as you hear the Tanner student section offering their support of Jen Call. That was sarcasm. Not very supportive there, were they? Here's Pacheco with speed. Nifty handle there from the sophomore. Spins, now she's in trouble. Finds Rufo. Rufo with the lead for Cronin. The runner's no good, but she draws the contact, and Woburn has started to answer back. And what we were talking about earlier, collapsing down, playing good defense with no fouls, seems to have gone by the wayside a little bit here to start the second.
Well, that play, that was just a late slide. Was it Jenny who got there late and just kind of, you need to establish yourself earlier. And again, it's footwork and positioning, and the fouls you've seen. Belmont Take was just not being quick and early enough to the ball. When they do it well, they've won every possession. When they're not getting there in time, they're giving up points or fouling.
First one from Cronin was no good as Giorgio is checked back in, pulling out Ella Gagnon. Second one no good, so a nice break there for Belmont. And I think we had an inadvertent whistle there, Coach, by the official on the rebound after the foul shot. A wry little smile.
So the best I can ascertain here is Carly grabbed the rebound and went up, and the official, I think, thought or just had a brain slip that Woburn made the bucket and Carly had to inbound.
Megan Tan for three. Shot from the corner is good. Belmont stretches their lead.
And just as you said, get that three ball going, and they have a lot of weapons on the wings to make that happen.
I believe it should be 13-8 right there. There it is, as the scoreboard is now updated. The Belmont parent section was imploring for that change to be made, and that was Kelsey Quayle stepping on the baseline. It'll be Belmont ball.
I will say, you guys following us now in the safety and comfort of your own homes, you knew it was 13-8 because we are on the ball right now with our manual scoreboard on the stream.
Jeremy is just killing it. He's got like 3 hands going right now, 4 screens operating. The man is just a human dynamo.
I think he's live blogging this too.
Here's Megan Tan.
Big time finish.
What a speedy take down the baseline, and she loves running that baseline. Trying to do it on the defensive side now against Pacheco. Rufo stops and pops just inside the line, rattles in and out. Cristofori with the strong board. Uses the call screen. Belmont's got a little offensive life here with 5:50 left. 15-8 to score. That's Greta Prop, no good off the board.
The fearlessness of the three-point shooting, that's going to be important, and that's something Belmont's always had, just to catch, and if you have the shot to launch. Love it.
Schiavone for Woburn grabs her own rebound. Second chance points there for the Tanners, makes it 15-10.
Smartly, Woburn is now clearing out the paint, getting Jess out on the wings so that they can get their own rebounds and that they can drive.
Cristofori.
Good adjustment.
Dangerous little pass there to Giorgio, almost connected. No good. Here's Pacheco. She can't finish. Carly's up with it. And Belmont looks to settle a little bit. Got a little rough and tumble there in the last couple possessions. Here's Cristofori for 3. Can't hit. Rufo up with it. Back and forth we go as these two teams are trading possessions. Rufo in a little bit of trouble, finds Pacheco. Then Schiavone. To the corner, it's Donahue off the back iron. So that's 2 possessions so far for each team. Neither team has scored. Cristofori will slow the pace. Call signals as pick set. Picks the dribble up and now needs help. Finds it in Call. Call to Prop. Prop shoots the 3 again. Rattles around the rim and pops out.
Is that 4 straight threes there, Q?
Eventually,
I still like it.
Eventually it's going to hit as Prop answers on the defensive side with the block.
Smart call right off the thigh there.
That's one of the things I love about this Belmont Marauder team. They make a play that doesn't convert on one end of the floor, hustle back and make something happen on the other end, and that's what championships are made of right there.
4 blocks for Belmont if I'm keeping score in my head, which I always am right now. And again, that there's a psychological toll to that.
Cristofori with space now.
Euro.
Switches to the left hand. Gotta love the Euro step. And that's going to prompt a Woburn timeout as Belmont has stretched their lead 17-10 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the half. Eventually, these threes are going to start hitting.
They've got to, and they're not forced threes. They're open threes. They're good looks. They're early in the possessions, but they're still, as a fan, as someone who's rooted for Belmont, I want to see them continue to shoot that, especially with the lead, because you can take a 7-point lead and make it a 15, 20-point lead once those start falling in, and then you're going to change what Woburn can do offensively. So you have the lead now, and you have the shot. Take it. Why not?
I'm not a mathemologist, but I'm pretty sure that eventually the law of averages is going to take control here, and these buckets are going to start to fall.
Yeah, they have to. I think, that's Mass State law. If you take 15 threes, 5 have to go in.
You enjoy the snow day today, Coach?
I actually did. I was stuck indoors with 2 enthusiastic, aggressive toddlers, but it actually worked out. We built some snowmen.
It's good snowman snow.
Yeah, it was good snowman snow.
So it was good and wet.
My son kept eating the nose, and my daughter started crying when my son did that, but we got through it.
That happens, It's good that you guys are able to work and recover from these, sort of childhood traumatic experiences. Well, we're back here with 4 minutes about left in the second quarter. Woburn in possession. That's Courtney Cronin using the Rufo screen. Over to Donahue. To Taylor. Taylor drives, puts it up, off the iron, no good. Cristofori knocks it around. It'll stay Woburn. Still plenty of time to get down here to Burlington High School. Not that many seats available. It's pretty full.
I don't know if SeatGeek's got the algorithm or StubHub doing tonight.
I think it's a StubHub game tonight.
Okay.
But tickets are going. A lot of decisions happening down there on the baseline. It'll be Belmont ball off the Woburn miss.
And remember, if you're worried about missing Belmont Woburn, they're going to be doing it right again, right at 7:30.
Here's Kylie Roan now, first action of the night for her. To Giorgio, swift pass to Tan, thinks about the shot, takes the baseline, avoids 2 Woburn defenders, keeps the possession alive.
I have no idea how she didn't get contact or stayed in bounds there. That was pretty spectacular.
Great foot control for Megan Tan as the Cristofori pass is picked off by Cronin, moving with speed. A lot of body contact happening down there. They're going to get Tan for the foul. I believe that's her second of the night. Host of substitutions here for the Tanners.
You're seeing across the way Coach Steve Conley and some of the other Belmont coaches wanting a carry there on the transition. Looks like a high bounce right around midfield.
It's not lacrosse season yet. Midfield. Half court.
Mid-court.
Half court. Mid-court.
No, it's definitely not
I know,
lacrosse season
you're
with
already
8
in
inches
the
of
mode.
snow.
You're already in the mode.
Can we get that melted?
Oh, it'll melt. You guys aren't going to have to worry about that this year, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Thanks for jinxing that one.
No, I'm letting you know.
All right.
Can with the steal. Clear path to the hoop. Up and in. Nice, easy layup. Free money.
Defense making offense happen.
19-10 now the score, Belmont. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remain in the half. Schiavone for Woburn. To Quayle. Quayle takes it down to the block, guarded by Giorgio, can't finish. Woburn stays up with it. That's Donahue, but has it taken away down low. Cristofori now for Belmont. Tan in the corner.
Thought about it.
She did. Had Giorgio inside, but good ball movement gets Cristofori the open look. Off the back iron, no good. Woburn will knock it around. It'll stay Belmont basketball.
One of the things you notice, so Kylie Roan just checked into the game, played outstanding defense on the last possession, and this goes back to the coaching and Coach Hart. Everybody who comes into this game, it's defense first. You saw the Megan Tan steal, defense makes offense. This Belmont team is outstanding defensively.
It's just a machine too. They just keep reloading. They just keep reloading with good fundamental talent, and I think they're going to get Tan with Kylie with an illegal screen.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to go with.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll go
I'm
with
not
that.
sure with that hand. I didn't know that sign.
I'm going with illegal screen.
Yeah, it's probably right.
Woburn now, the long shot from Donahue in the corner is no good. Strong rebound by Quayle. And they're going to get a foul down low on.
Must be flooded in the boat, Q, because that was a bailout if I've ever seen one.
You were working on that one too.
Nah, a little bit. I was inspired by you.
That's a good one. I feel like yours was a lot better than mine.
Not as executed as well, though.
I don't know about that.
I was laughing. I was smiling through my one.
You got to commit. Looks like that foul was on Kylie Roan. So Woburn will maintain possession. Shot clock resets off the foul. Inbounding from under the basket. Long pass to Rufo up top. All the way over to Pacheco. Hop
nice
step back.
Step back.
What a shot by Ashlyn Pacheco. Only a sophomore is she.
Megan Tan was in her face there, too. That was something else.
That was a big-time shot. Christofori kicks out to Roan in the corner.
The answer.
Woo! Kylie Roan says, I can do that too. Coming back now, that's Tan. Tough defense. Ball's knocked away, Roan up with it. Giorgio, then Christofori will settle. Under a minute and a half, Belmont with a 10-point lead. Christofori for three, almost. Here's Rufo for Woburn. Giorgio chasing her. Kicks it out to Donahue. Her shot's no good. Tan by herself, grabs the rebound, and Roan will walk it up court.
Nice slowdown there. Pretty good pace for the last 2 minutes there.
Mahan. Now Christofori using the Mahan screen. She's open, stops and pops. Free.
Law of averages.
You got it. Mathemology. 25-12 now, Belmont's lead. Megan Tan with some tough defense. Prevents the finish. That was Pacheco with the take, but it's no good. About a 10-second difference between the shot and the game clock here. Doesn't look like Belmont's going 2 for 1, although Tan picks it off. They are just draining from afar. It's an NBA Jam game right now, Coach.
And it's not 1, it's 3, it's 4. It's everyone shooting, everyone making.
Pacheco now. Looks like Woburn's trying to push a little bit. Not a ton of time.
I'm totally confused by that with 16 seconds left. What's the rush?
Set up, get last shot as Tan shoots for three again.
Oh, my Lord.
So we're closing down, and now it's a 31-12 game. I think that was 3 3-pointers in a row for the Belmont Marauders. The last-ditch effort by Pacheco is no good. And Woburn is going to have to do some work to calm down. They are on their feet here at the Burlington High School Gymnasium that we don't know the name for, but that was a heck of a first half by the Belmont Lady Marauders as they lead Woburn 31-12. Coach, your takeaways from this first half.
We were saying that when they were missing their threes, you could take a 7-point lead and make it a 20-point lead, and now we're at a 19-point lead within the matter of 3 minutes here. Defense, Q. Belmont has set up their offense, giving their offense time because they've been getting the stops defensively. There's been no pressure. There's no pressure on the offense. There's no worry on the offense because they're getting their stops defensively.
And you see a little bit of a difference again. We've talked about this, I think, almost all season, and just the fundamental awareness of what's going on in the game. You know, Belmont knowing when's a good time to slow it down a little bit, get control of the pace. Woburn pressing a little bit. Well, folks, we're back here at Burlington for second half MIAA Division II North semifinal women's basketball action as Belmont stormed out of the gate in the second quarter and stretched it to a 31-12 lead against the Woburn Tanners. Megan Tan with 13 points in the first half. Chet has informed me all coached right in the second quarter.
They were shooting early, and we were saying that they were fearless with their shots, and it was just kind of waiting for them to start dropping, and that happened. And man, oh man, did it happen in a hurry.
So Belmont right back to work as Jen Call will shoot the quick three, no good. Rufo up with it for Woburn. Rufo now will find Schiavone. She'll shoot the three off the front iron, no good. Carly Cristofori up with it. Trading possessions early here are the Marauders and the Tanners. Cristofori inside to Greta Prupp. Automatic.
Nice position, nice seal, nice turn, nice finish. Well done.
Fundamentals, 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 and that was some great post play by Greta Prupp. Here's Pacheco now with the good take, no good. Quayle with the board, Tan with some great defense, but they're going to get her with the foul. Thought there was a lot of ball on that one,
Oh,
Coach.
there was a ton of ball on that one, Q.
Third foul on Tan.
And that's the third foul on Megan Tan. Definitely want to keep an eye on that going forward. It'll put senior captain Kelsey Quayle to the line.
That's tough for Belmont, especially how well Megan's been playing tonight. But one of the things Coach Hart has that we don't necessarily see on the boys' side is she has a very deep bench that she goes to often, and a lot of reserves in there, a lot of people giving her big minutes. Kylie Roan in the first half came in the second quarter, the big three and some nice defense, and you'll see that. So although not ideal, Megan getting her third, there's still depth there, and we'll see what Coach Hart does to adjust.
And you saw Coach Hart pull Megan off to the side there during the free throws for a couple of quick words. Quayle unable to hit either of hers. Score will stay 33-12. First minute of the third quarter is in the books. Cristofori being guarded by Cassie Palmisano. Here's Giorgio from the block. What a fake on Quayle. She just can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Back up with it. Draws contact. Traveling.
Oh, no, they're calling traveling early on that. I feel bad I already used apoplectic because I was going to use it there to describe the reaction of the bench.
If the usage works, Coach, you just keep using it. It's a quality word. I'm going to get you a thesaurus this Christmas stuff. Not that you need one.
What's a thesaurus?
It's
a big word there,
Keith.
Keith.
It's a funny dinosaur. Andrea Schiavone now for Woburn. Looks inside to Rufo with a nice pass. And
really nice help there by Greta Prupp, though. Good weak side help to come over. She's just reached in.
She's been stout defensively today. Had a nice block down there on the other side of the floor.
You're getting great defensive efforts all over the court, but Belmont, and it's, they're just well conditioned. They have intense energy and aggression, and they're a fun team to watch defensively.
First one from Rufo rattles home, makes it a 20-point Belmont lead. Trying to get inside that 20 mark. So no pizza coming back.
No pizza. The line was out the door. Whoever owns that refreshment card out there, they are retiring tonight.
They're cleaning up. We're going to put in for a green room in one of our next broadcasts. Maybe a cheese plate, some Evians.
Can we get some Hot Pockets?
There you go. I love Hot Pockets. Ham and cheese, the only way to go. Greta Prupp, no good. Kelsey Quayle up with it for Woburn. 33-14 the score. 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Palmisano to Schiavone. Leaves it for Pacheco. Stops and pops. No good. Greta Prupp up with it. Weathering a little bit of the contact from Schiavone there. Long pass to Tan. Looks inside. Great job by Quayle to deny it, but Giorgio able to come up with it. Now Tan. Cristofori will reset up top. Decides against the call screen. Tan takes the baseline. She loves it down there, but no good. Great defense there by Woburn senior captain Kelsey Quayle. Schiavone with the long pass to Quayle. She'll take it to the block and score. And Woburn's come out hot here to start the third.
Starting to do the things they want to do, go inside, forcing Belmont to have tough drives, tough shots, really cracking down defensively. And this game, to be honest, when you have a 20-point lead at halftime, this game is going to be won and lost in the first half of that third quarter.
It's easy to fall asleep, too.
If Woburn can pace or even get back in it, that'll be huge.
Greta Prupp for three, misses the basket. Air mails it long. It'll be Woburn ball. And we'll see Jane Mahan checking back into the game.
And she gave great minutes for Coach Hart in the first half. Really some nice plays defensively, including that charge in the second quarter, and we'll see if she can bolster up this defense a little bit.
A lot of football coaches in the building tonight. Myself, obviously, Coach Jack Belcher walking in as Giorgio with the stuff. Quick outlet to Megan Tan on the break. To the rack she goes, takes the contact, no call. Fighting to come up with her own rebound. It'll stay Belmont ball.
I mean, I don't like the no call there. She euroed around her to avoid the contact and avoid the charge, but she still hit off balance, and that affects the shot. I mean,
that's got to be a call. As we see,
thought so.
Jen Call with a hand in her face says not today, nails the three, back up to a 20-point lead. Unfazed was Jenny Call. That's Pacheco off to Donahue, stuffed by Call.
And that really hurts the Woburn momentum there, as Woburn's not hitting big-time shots, but they were crawling back into this game. Good defense going down low, and when you give up a three like that, when the lead is this sizable, that's a big momentum kill there when we were starting to put some things together. Oh, no.
Tough call there as they're going to get Jen Call defending Marina Rufo. Belmont fan section not pleased with that one.
So they say the ball is part of the hand or the hand's part of the ball, but isn't the ball part of the ball? So if you hit the ball, isn't that?
That's just science, Coach.
That's science right there.
We got math. We got
I'm not a
English.
mathologist.
I'm not a mathologist, but I might be. I'm not a Scientologist either.
No, definitely not. I dabble in rocket surgery here and there.
Every once in a while. So Rufo on the line. First one brought it inside of 20s. Second one's no good. Cristofori up with it. We've got science. We've got math. We've got great vocabulary tonight. It's an educational broadcast. Fitting for a high school basketball game.
Nomenclature's been off the charts tonight.
Ooh, another one. Multi-syllables. Jane Mahan with the set shot, no good. Cristofori with the strong board and draws contact.
Now they're starting to call it a little tighter.
At
least it's going both ways, though. Sorry.
This is a tough, gritty, physical Belmont basketball team.
And that's what's going to make it so hard. I mean, they run with you, but they can shut you down and they can take away the outside and the inside. This is really tough for Woburn right now.
Going to see Ella Gagnon come back into the game. Another long post player. So now Giorgio and Gagnon together on the block.
You still have Jane Mann in there too.
Absolutely. This is the big lineup, I think. This is the stretch lineup. Giorgio with the save to Cristofori. Score stays 36-17. Cristofori to Giorgio. Back out to Gagnon. Now Cristofori opts against the Mahan screen. Reverses field. She'll take it that time.
Nice roll.
Little pick and roll action.
Nice roll by Jane Mann there.
Stockton, Malone, who? We got Cristofori, Mahan as Belmont makes it 38-17. They might not even get the Stockton Malone reference anymore, Coach. We're dating ourselves.
One of us is dating themselves. What I liked about the substitution, putting the big lineup in now is Megan Tan, I jinxed it. I was going to say you're saving Megan Tan from fouls, but when you put that size in there, you're focusing defensively now and you're trying to protect that lead, and they don't need the shooting right now. They got the points, they got the buckets, and they can just kind of, if they lock down defensively, they can coast right here to it's almost time. I'm not quite ready to jinx it. Give me 6 minutes and I'll jinx.
But no, quality defense, slowing the clock down, getting good shots, converting those, and that right there forced a Woburn timeout as they're going to have to answer now.
All right, my wife and mother who don't believe in jinxes, I'm going to say something they would say. I'm speaking strictly in terms of the facts of the game, right? We are 5 minutes into, or 4.5 minutes into the third quarter, and Woburn's put up 17 points. That is a defensive performance right now by Belmont, and that is where they're kind of earning it right now. And when you've done that, when you've established it, it makes it harder and harder because these teams are going to get more and more tired, and that's tired legs, and it's hard to shoot when your legs are tired.
This has to be one of the best defensive performances that this Marauder team has put out all year, and what a great time to have it. So they're going to get a little hand check call there on Giorgio. A wry smile on her face as she walks down to the block. Stays Woburn ball. Shot clock resets. 38-17 with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third. Inbound from Pacheco to Rufo. Schiavone now. Long pass to Pacheco in the corner. Guarded by Giorgio. Good ball movement here by the Tanners. Pacheco with the take. No good. Belmont up with it. Cristofori moving with pace. Quayle on her back. Cristofori dribbles around her, throws it to no man's land. Woburn up with it. Rufo now thinks about taking it inside, then kicks it back out. Quayle from the corner. Arcing rainbow shot is good.
They needed something. Let's see if they can build on that right now. Still 18 points, 38-20.
Need a stop here for Woburn and then to take it back the other way. They want to have any hope of keeping pace with Belmont here, but Megan Tan takes the baseline uninterrupted. Can't finish, but Giorgio cleans up the mess and gets the foul.
Correction, Ella Gagnon on that
Excuse
one,
me.
but the 13-31 and the...
That's what's getting me, Coach. That's my first error. That's my first unforced error of the night right there.
Maybe.
I got to be honest.
Maybe, I don't know, this is our fourth broadcast.
Yeah. I'm a little frustrated with myself.
I mean, I'm not going to pull you, but if Jeremy does, I know what it's going to be.
He's the boss. Jeremy might send me to the bench for the boys game if I keep crossing up numbers like that. Gagnon's first is no good off the back iron, and we'll see number 4 into the game for Woburn. That's Julia Taylor, Jr. Got to give a shout out to Chet. We don't have rosters here for the game, but Chet in his bag of tricks tonight had an old Woburn girls and old Belmont girls roster from earlier in the season. It's keeping us alive. 0 for 2 from the line goes Belmont there. Here's Taylor into the game and right to the hoop, and they're going to get, I believe, Jane Mahan on that one. Might be Giorgio. And it's
Giorgio. That to
Giorgio.
Tough
call.
To be honest, that was a foul, but the good defense there, Jess, knocked it away, and her hand just happened to still be there, and it was kind of a bailout shot. It was a terrible shot. It was.
And I mean, for a game that we didn't see a lot of foul occurrences over the course of the first half, the game has certainly slowed down a little bit as Taylor's able to get the bounce. And Belmont cannot be lulled to sleep by their first half lead here. It's only 38-21, still 2.5 in the third.
But if they keep earning their bread and butter on the defensive end, they're going to give themselves time to get the offensive going like they did in the first half. But Woburn with the press here. Let's see how Carly Cristofori does. Yep.
Breaks it with help from a Jane Mahan screen. Call inside to Giorgio.
Methinks Woburn will go away from the press very shortly.
It certainly didn't work out too well for them there. There's Quayle with the 3 off the backboard, no good. Quayle up with it now. Pacheco. Little runner's no good. Cristofori up with it.
They are shooting early in the possessions now, Q, and they are kind of jacking it up.
Frustration starting to show on the faces of the Woburn Tanners here. Giorgio from the stripe. She'll take it to the block.
Oh, that's not a trip, and I don't know what is. I don't know.
These referees need to blow the whistle on that one. I would agree, Coach. Woburn shot's no good. It's a Donnybrook on the floor. Tan's up with it.
I'm sorry. Can you just jump on a player's back?
And that should be a foul, too, as the Belmont parents are imploring the call to come as Julia Taylor just flopped onto the back of Megan Tan on the floor.
That's 3 on Taylor. Chet is informing me now.
So in a little bit of foul trouble is the Woburn junior forward. Guard. She's a guard. We'll go with guard.
Guard works.
Shooting guard.
Well, that press, a little there, but they backed off early after that easy break the first time down by Belmont.
A lot of speed on this Belmont team. Flashing inside is Cristofori. Nice entry pass from Giorgio. Thinks the better of it. Kicks it out to Mahan. Set shot.
But just really awesome movement C-cut there by Jane Mann, who just knew where Carly wanted to be. Carly drew the double team. Jane recognized her defender was doubling down and got to a spot where she could hit.
And hit she did. So Taylor with the turnover there. Cristofori for 3, and it's good.
Booyah!
I was waiting for that one. Big 3 there will force Woburn to call a timeout. Woburn had shrunk the lead down to about 17 points, and now all of a sudden we're back up to 23 with just inside of 1 minute to play here. Coach, what turned it around there on the run?
So it's the defense. They're getting the stops, and Woburn, even if you're trading basket to basket, time is super against Woburn right now, and they started just throwing things up early in the possessions, long threes, kind of contested twos, really forcing the issue. And Belmont, as we've been saying, if you're able to weather these, to rely on your defense, you can buy time for your offense. And they hadn't had a ton of great possessions. They continue to run their offense, continue to be patient, and then Jane Mann hits, and then it's just Georgia with a nice play. It's just falling into place for them.
I'm really always impressed, too, with this Marauder women's team about how much they trust the system and just stay within the system and work it.
They are so bought in, Coach. You're right.
And it's really impressive because, I mean, both of us are high school coaches, and that's not an easy thing always to do, to get everybody to just buy in and believe in the system. I think, in both of our respective programs have done a lot of work to try and create that. And I'm just always impressed by Coach Hart's Marauders and how they execute, even in big moments like this.
Well, there's a big selflessness there on this team.
Absolutely. That was Courtney Cronin there with the little running shot for the Tanners. 45-24, 40 seconds on the clock. Here's Call to Roan, checked into the game, using the Mahan screen back up top to Carly. Head fake to the rack she goes. Travel. She flirts with that 2.5 step.
That was the length we were saying earlier that she covers so much ground, and she's right there on that line, that Patrick Ewing rule.
Absolutely. As Jackie Moon would say, 1.5 steps, Father Pat. Who's on TV today.
It's a good one.
Yeah, one of my favorites. Here's Donahue. No good. And a tough call there. That's going to go against Jane Mahan. And Giorgio will take a step over there and try to calm her down.
She doesn't really understand it, and they're kind of, in a really smart way, they're venting to each other about it, making sure the refs can overhear. But, that's all ball right there. She swung at it, but...
And that's that selflessness that you were talking about, too, just teammates coming together to do big things in big games.
One of the things Tom Brady always says is his favorite receiver is the open one. And on this Belmont team, the best shot is the smartest shot. Their best scoring option is the smartest scoring option. And we've seen everybody contribute tonight.
Certainly helps to have 5 on the floor who can score at any point in time. Nice entry pass to beat the press there. Cristofori with a seed to Roan to Giorgio. Giorgio off the glass, no good. But some nice passing to beat the press as now Rufo's up with it for Woburn. Long looping pass inside, and Donahue can't finish as the horn sounds. 45-26 to score here at the end of the third quarter. Coach, I know that your wife and mother don't believe in jinxes, and I'm starting to think you don't believe in them either. Is there any way that Belmont can lose this game going into the fourth quarter?
Is there a way? Maybe.
We are mathologists.
Yeah, we are mathologists. If Woburn hits 72 threes, it'll probably be an overtime, but no.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be a high school record if that goes down.
You look at the percentage of the offense already. So in order to win the game by 7 points, for Woburn to win by 7 points, they would have to double their entire output. They would have to score as many points as they've already scored in 8 minutes instead of 24. And Belmont could only score 6, and they have 46 right now. It's just not feasible because of what Belmont does. Belmont makes you work offensively. They force bad shots. They're great defense. If this were a 76-56 game, sure, Woburn could get hot.
Yep.
And they've scored a lot of points. But they've only scored 26 points in 24 minutes of play. No.
I'm getting the phone out here to try and get a little bit of a Belmont hockey update. See if I can't find something here. But it looks like the game is starting. Of course, Belmont is playing at the Songus right now against Waltham. It's the first trip in a lot of years for Belmont hockey to the state tourney, and Coach Fred Allard has just done a fantastic job with that program and is a good all-around guy, Coach Allard. As we're back for fourth quarter action, Pacheco for 3, and it's good.
There's not a lot of time left. It's a big shot for them. That was really important for them, but let's see how they do defensively right now.
And that's really what it's going to be is Greta Prop just takes the Cristofori feed and puts 2 on the board. I mean, that's really what's going to sell it. Can they play defense against this Marauder scoring machine? Pacheco with the long 3 off the board. Mahan cleans it up.
And she was 4 feet behind the line, and that's what they have to do every time now. They have to shoot a 3 within 8 seconds of a possession.
And they have to work fast as Cristofori with the step back, and it's wet.
I'm just shaking my head kind of in suspended disbelief here. I mean, they are just unflappable. I mean, Belmont is still locked in.
You can tell they're feeling it a little bit right now. Donahue driving, kicks it out to Quayle. Quayle's shot is up and good. That's a 3. 50-32 now the score. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Cristofori as Woburn backs up off the press.
It's interesting as they press early on the inbound. As soon as Carly gets it, they've conceded. They've lost.
She is a guard with speed, and we're going to see another one in about 30 minutes here, and Danny Yardamian and the boys team going to the floor there, and that's going to be a traveling violation on Mahan. So if you're sitting at home watching this right now, don't touch that dial, because the second matchup between Isaiah Cashwell-Doe for Woburn and Danny Yardamian for Belmont is going to be a matchup of 2 fantastic basketball players. Cashwell-Doe also a great football athlete going to Springfield College next year. Ran for 200 plus against us in the fall, but who's counting? Cristofori up with the Woburn shot, fell short.
I mean, that's what's so cool about tonight, where the fan bases are going to be here. The gym's going to be bumping all night long.
Cristofori for 3 again.
And you got great action coming up. And again, great MIA Sweet 16 basketball.
That's what it is, as Courtney Cronin puts one in for Woburn.
And we have the first score of the boys hockey game. Belmont up 1-0 in the second period on Waltham.
That's what we like to hear. And Waltham, a great hockey team, has a great season this year. Nice to see the Belmont boys up early. They've kind of been the cardiac kids a little bit in this tournament.
15 seconds left in the second. We're going to get the scoring right now. We got our on-the-ground eyes and ears, Mr. Michael Bruno.
Oh, Mike Bruno.
Coordinating from the Songus with the T Songus Arena.
The unflappable Mike Bruno. Always a welcome addition to the staff golf tournament in the spring. A lot of quality golf being played.
Oh,
that tournament. Cristofori.
Oh.
Mahan extended a little bit there, or no?
So, full disclosure, my eyes diverted because it was a good screen.
I don't think she did.
I don't know. There might have been some drama. There might be some drama classes at Woburn High that are.
It is Oscar season. It was Oscar season. And I'm telling you, Coach, if you haven't seen Gary Oldman playing Winston Churchill, you're a history guy, you need to check this out because he's pretty good.
I'd say I was just blown away on the World War II action in Wonder Woman.
Oh, World War I.
Sorry, my mistake.
That's a great movie, too. Rufo.
Historically accurate, is it?
Yeah, totally. I'm pretty sure that Amazon Goddess is what decisively won the war for the Allies. Big 3 there for Woburn, as we're getting a little far afield. Cristofori, 53-37 the score, closing on 5 minutes in the game. Mahan to Call. Call back to Cristofori. 15 on the shot clock. Megan Tan ducks inside, kicks out to Carly. Rough pass, she gathers it, puts it up, no good. Mahan with the big rebound. Shot clock resets, and they're going to get Cassie Palmisano with the foul.
Palmisano doesn't quite know what happened, kind of similarly what's been happening on our side for the last couple of possessions.
Well, I got to be honest. First half, they let them play. And doing a little bit less of that in the second half, and that's got to be confusing for these girls out there on the floor right now.
You need consistency. Go one way or the other, not one way and the other.
Absolutely got to be.
So we're going to call Connor Dacey, put the biscuit in the basket there for Belmont. 1-0 going in the third.
Top shelf?
From Duffy to Dacey, 15 seconds
That
left.
is definitely a hockey combination right there. Duffy to Dacey for the score. Inside to Cristofori. Good defense there by Pacheco. It'll stay Belmont ball. And frustration starting to show on the faces of the Woburn Tanners, as they did not get the call there. Cristofori off the inbound to Tan. Inside to Giorgio. Finds Call. Rotates to Cristofori. Step backs, dishes to Tan. Ball is moving well here for Belmont. Call thinks about the three, then no. Mahan inside. Knocked away down low. Up with it was Giorgio. It gets tied up. Jump ball. Belmont ball on the arrow.
Tough angle pass there from Jane to Jess, but what's cool is every time, again, we're talking about the unselfish nature of this team, every time a player on Belmont grabs the ball, they're looking to move the ball, to pass first, unless it's a perfect shot for them. You don't see a lot of forced shots on this team. You see a lot of good, smart, thought out in transition or in motion offense shots.
See the referees having a quick conversation about the possession arrow as Coach Stephen Sullivan is convinced it's going the other way, and it looks like it is. So it's going to be white ball. And that's going to give Andrea Schiavone a chance to check back in for Woburn. And it's Woburn basketball. So they met, conference, sorted it all out.
It's all right. I think the frustrations of what's happening on the court spilling over a little more here for the Woburn fans.
That'll happen.
Is that a jump ball?
Yep. So here's Pacheco. Tan on her. Pacheco, a sophomore guard with handle.
That's a moving screen right there, Q.
Didn't get that call. That was Andrea Schiavone on that screen for Woburn.
Carried the ball.
Cronin, now Pacheco. Little runner for her is no good. Belmont up with it.
Great defense by Megan Tan there on that full court press. A one-on-one full court press.
I tell you, Pacheco has just been chucking it up there.
You see the
quick shots. But here she is with the steal, pushing on Tan now. It's Jane Mahan flashing through. Knocks it away for Belmont.
the top of the screen right now, you see the Belmont boys basketball team walking in the gym in their home whites, getting ready for the second Woburn Belmont. Second part of this doubleheader, action-packed here.
I heard rumors you were going to hang around, Coach. I've heard rumors.
I believe
there are
you
whispers.
me.
There are whispers in the wind. Pacheco will be fouled on the shot there by Cristofori.
Believe you me, where I'm going ain't no one want to go.
Toddler bedtime
Oh,
can be fun.
cannot be. Is not, will not.
There can be fun there. If you're a sadist.
Well, I will say the good news is that I'm getting older. My memory's getting worse. So
That's good.
Whatever's going to transpire in the Stride household over the next hour, I won't even remember by next Tuesday. So the tears, the kicking, the screaming,
Yeah,
the
I'm
crying,
just saying. I feel
mainly
like
on my part.
I feel like Mama Stride has a good handle on that.
Oh, she does.
You know, you might be making things a little bit worse by being there.
You're saying it's an addition by subtraction
Exactly.
situation.
I mean, you might make the process a little bit easier. You know, by hanging out and watching another hour and a half of basketball.
I'd love to. I tell you what, I will be watching it on the live stream at my house.
There you go. Put it on the big screen.
I'll be giving you notes.
I'll have my phone out for the text messages. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here. Belmont up 53-39. Here is call to Cristofori. Being guarded by Cronin. Kicks it out to Tan in the corner. She'll take the baseline. Three defenders converge. She'll find Cristofori. One dribble. The shot's no good.
Great
Giorgio.
crash.
And that'll draw the jump ball. And this one will be Belmont basketball. Giorgio trying to get a foul there.
And this is, we've said this on the boys' side, and it's the same kind of coaching DNA on the girls' side where they're up. I mean, this game is in hand, and the girls are aggressive and they're chirping and they're wanting to get the calls and play hard. But the game is not over until 20 minutes after the game's over. I mean,
you
they
gotta
are playing
have passion in this thing. You gotta have passion in this thing.
There is no give up.
Keep playing. And Coach Hart is one of these coaches too. We were talking about it actually in the boys game. Chet and I were against Melrose, and Coach Kasperzak who kept coaching his team all the way through it, despite being down 20, 25 points late in the game. Coach Kasprzak was up. He was coaching fundamentals. And you see Coach Hart doing that with a big lead. You see Coach Sullivan over there for Woburn doing that down, over almost 20 points here. And that's just quality coaching.
Well, the good coaches, those who are coaching for the right reasons, they coach because they love the sport and they love to coach. And winning's nice. We all love to win. But winning shouldn't be the end all. If you're in it to win, you're in it for the wrong reasons. You're in it for the money.
Agreed.
Lord help you, there's none of that in high school coaching. But if you're in it to coach, then every minute of a game, if you're up 20, you're down 20, is an opportunity to instruct and to get your team better.
I tell young coaches, as Quayle misses there, and it's a Donnybrook down low. If you only want to care about winning football games, you should go coach in college. Because not to say that that's all they think about, but here at the high school level, it's often about so much more than that. And a lot of coaches at Belmont High who really understand that. It's nice to see them having the on-the-court success here too. Giorgio for Belmont finds Tan alone in the corner. Shots up, no good. Belmont's gone a little bit cold from beyond the arc as Cristofori goes for the reverse lay-in, gets mauled, and she'll go to the line. Inside 3 minutes.
So Belmont's only scored 7 points in the fourth quarter so far. 15 for Woburn, so a bit of a comeback here. But again, as we said, it would take a monumental effort. It's still 12 points to go with 2:40. And the way that Belmont can get the stops, it is still, in my humble opinion, insurmountable because Belmont is still getting good shots, good possessions. They're smart. They have the shooters. And Carly Cristofori here is going to put them up 14 points. 13 points.
13. Hit the first, missed the second. Here's Rufo for Woburn. Almost gave it away to Tan. Pacheco to Donahue in the corner. Giorgio in her face. No good. Prop up with it. Fights through contact twice. A foul there. No call. Cristofori will slow it down. Call brings it across. Cristofori now. Donahue up on her.
Smart possession by Carly and then Jenny Call right there.
Not taking it right in. Here's Cristofori again now. And they're finally going to get Donahue on the reach.
It's going to be a one-on-one.
Chet was calling for that in the first Carly Cristofori possession there at the top of the key.
What I've noticed too, when we're across and we have a great view of the both benches, just look at the demeanor and the buy-in from the whole team. And you have the girls exploding off the bench on free throws, on possessions, cheering, getting the crowd going. It's this chew a player selflessness where it's a full team.
Family, paying attention. Stay clocked in. 3 from Woburn's no good. Rufo rebounds it, and Coach Sullivan will call a timeout. It's 1 minute and 50 seconds left here. So, Coach, honest question. I mean, what do we have to do to keep you here with us? Jeremy, we can talk. There are all sorts of rider options in the contract that we can make happen.
Contract?
Oh, absolutely.
We're under contract?
You don't have a contract?
I have to get my agent. Fortunately, my agent is Mike Bruno. Is at Saugus. Here we go.
We got a Bruno update.
We got a puck drop from Michael J. Bruno. Here we go, 15 minutes to glory, double exclamation point.
And we're sending our best to the boys playing in Saugus right now against Waltham. That's a 1-0 lead going into the third.
You said the atmosphere there is unbelievable. I mean, it's tough being a Belmont student right now where you're splitting your attention. You're driving to Lowell, you're driving to Burlington. We got weather advisories here and there, but it's a good turnout considering the fact that this is a huge night for Belmont athletics, and it's just a shame that we can't see it all.
I was almost worried that the game wouldn't get off today, but
we're looking at the schedule because I'm getting ahead of myself, and I'm okay with that now. The next games for the girls will be at the Saugus, and then after that, you're the Garden on Tuesday, and then that TD Garden, apparently some other teams play there.
Yeah,
when you have a night, you have a night. So we got to get there. So you got to play Saturday to play Tuesday.
Are we getting into the press box for that one? That's the $1 million question. Jump ball there will keep it a Tanner basketball. 1 minute and 44 seconds remain in the game. Belmont leading 54-41.
Well, the winner of this game, and currently going on right now, will be playing Central Catholic in Lowell. No home court advantage there, as that game is being played in Lowell at the Tsongas Center. Oh, that's the second time they've confused Jenny Carl hitting the ball with Jenny Carl hitting it what?
The hand.
No, you can't. She was that close to the hand.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
No, I'm saying they couldn't even confuse it with the hand. They were confused. I don't even know. I stopped speaking because I don't know what they got confused about.
It's going to put Schiavone to the line for the Tanners. First one's up, no good off the back iron.
But that game in the Tsongas Arena will be tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
So they got to go back to back.
They have to, the winner of that goes back to back, as the D2 North finals, or the state quarterfinals, will be held at the Tsongas Center on Tuesday. Time TBD.
Time TBD.
They just gave her a foul shot and it didn't go in.
Chet is mentioning that it seems like the scoreboard gave her a point even though the foul shot did not convert. So here's Jenny Call. Long pass to Cristofori as they're getting aggressive on the defensive end is Woburn. Giorgio kicks it out to Call. Belmont holding possession here with 14 on the clock. And they're going to get Pacheco with the foul. Smart basketball.
But if you're looking at foul, you should not be fouling Jenny Call.
No.
Who's a really, really good free throw shooter.
Jenny Call is
They're in the double bonus now, so she'll be getting 2.
quite possibly the best shooter on this team. And there are a lot of good shooters on this team. As we jinxed her. Off the back iron on the first one. Belmont has not been great from the stripe tonight.
So we're getting some play-by-play update. We're getting a little analysis.
Shots
They're
waved off there
Georgia
on
left earlier.
a lane violation.
Coach Bruno letting us know that Belmont is packing it in to really, really nurse that 1-goal lead. A little analysis that got them in a little bit of trouble in the Arlington game when they had the 2-goal lead.
Yep. Got to keep playing strong, and they're going to get Tan on the foul as that was Pacheco to the basket.
Oh, bless you, Chet.
Chet disagrees slightly with the call. As
Chet just made Tommy Heinsohn look tame.
He did. Has slowed the game down a little bit here. 54-41, 1 minute, 10 seconds. Been a lot of whistles here in the last minute and 45. First one from Pacheco is good.
I might miss bedtime. I might have to get home for breakfast right now. I might have to hustle for breakfast. No, I'm just saying.
I think that's just all the reason to hang out. Second one from Pacheco is
Those
good.
were big.
54-43, 11-point game as Woburn presses. Call. They're going to have to work across half court here to Cristofori. They might get the violation. It's got to be one here. Cristofori now. Nobody blew the whistle. Absolutely 10 seconds.
So it's I confused my college and high school. It's
10 seconds, I believe.
No. It's a 30-second shot clock.
Yes.
That was at 14.
Yes.
So 14 minus.
I don't think there's a
10-second
rule for the girls.
To carry it across half court in 10?
Actually, I'm agreeing with Chet here.
Yeah,
For
maybe
some
not.
reason, I think there's no longer there's the 10-second rule.
Huh.
That's
Learn
great
something new
analysis
every day.
for us. I think perhaps
We'll
we
go
did
with
our
that.
homework.
I think we'll go with that. So Call from the line. Second one is up, rattles around and falls. 55-43. 12-point lead for Belmont, 45 seconds left. And if this score holds, Belmont will be going to the D2 North Finals. Great take there by Pacheco. And we'll get a timeout.
Now it's just going to be about making the foul shots. It's going to be playing hard defense, not allowing threes, not fouling, and making your foul shots. If they can make the foul shots, they're going to the Tsongas on Saturday.
Still not there yet. Only a 10-point game here off of that Pacheco layup. See the boys team eagerly waiting their opportunity to take the floor.
The game looking like it's still going to start on time, 7:30.
7:30 start.
Mr. Losman giving his analysis on the game.
We got a little group chat going there.
Got group chat. I mean, everyone just wants to know about hockey, basketball. There's a lot of information going both ways here tonight.
Gotta love living in the future, where we can do things like that.
Good Springsteen song off the Magic album.
Nice reference. The Boss.
I think that dropped in 2002, 2004 maybe.
Late Springsteen. Not as good as early Springsteen, to be honest. That's
a
me.
hot take.
That's a hot take, I know.
That's a dangerous pass there by Christopher. They actually got away with one, and that foul came early.
Any Springsteen is good Springsteen, I just want to say.
That Wrecking Ball album was pretty terrible.
No. Any Springsteen is good Springsteen, even that album. Man's a musical genius.
He's something else.
Cristofori at the line for Belmont.
If you can make your free throws here, you're shooting a double bonus.
Finds the soft touch there. Carly makes it 56-45. A lot of fouls in this second half. Woburn with 12, Belmont with 10. Second one's up and good from Cristofori. You got to give it to the Tanners, who looked dead going into the third quarter, fighting back. It's only a 12-point game here. Quayle to Rufo to Pacheco. Pacheco uses the Rufo screen. Nice pass to Donahue. Rolls around the cannon, falls. 10 points with 20 seconds. Cristofori to Call. Not fouling is Woburn, and there's the foul.
Late foul. That's gonna every second's very valuable right now. If Jenny can hit these two, that will sign, seal, deliver this W for Coach Hart with 16 seconds left.
A little Stevie Wonder reference. Coach, you've been on point tonight, I got to say.
I'm always on point.
Well, I know this, but I feel like there's another level to your game tonight. Jenny Call.
Well,
first one.
It is state.
It's tourney time, baby.
Sweet 16. Waltham has now tied it up. 1-1 third period.
1-1 in the third. Jenny Call misses the second, but props up with it. This should do it. Call over to 10, over to Cristofori. The crowd is on their feet, applauding their Belmont Marauders as the clock ticks down to 0. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Your Belmont Lady Marauders are going to the Division II North Finals at the Songus. Coach, what a game.
What a game. And, defensively they played strong, gave themselves opportunities, and they won that game in the second quarter. With how they finished that half, and they just lights out, led by Megan Tan. But again, we've said a team effort where they just blew it out of the water and extended that lead in the third quarter, and basically it was all done going into the fourth quarter. Woburn never went away, played hard the whole game. Give it up to them. And Belmont, no points for style here. They get the W. Doesn't matter. They were up 30 at one point, win by 11. Don't matter. They're going to Songus on Saturday.
I mean, they outscored Woburn 21-7 in that second quarter behind 3 3-pointers from Megan Tan. But it was absolutely a full team victory for the Belmont Marauders tonight. Everybody just playing quality defense. Jess Giorgio contributing. Greta prop down low, moving the ball well. I mean, this bodes
with
well.
Big buckets and big defense. Yeah, it was great.
Really bodes well going forward into the D2 North Final.
Well, we're going to do a quick preview here of the boys game coming up. It's you and I have done a couple boys games this year, and it's you don't know who's going to be the star on any given night.
Yep.
And you have so many options of weapons. I mean, Coach Pritchard plays 6 players pretty much if there's no foul trouble, but they just come out. And, is it going to be McAnnis tonight? Is it going to be Yardemian tonight? Denoyan tonight? Ellett tonight? Pollock had a huge game against Melrose, and you just don't know. And the same thing's true for this Lady Marauders team, where you don't know who it's going to be. Is it going to be Giorgio being able to go inside the whole game and just dominate the post? Or is it going to be Megan Tan or Cristofori or Jenny Call who's the best shooter on the team, but wasn't tonight. And with weapons like that and with depth like that, and when you play good defense, good things happen to those who work hard.
Anything is possible, and we want to offer our heartfelt congratulations to Coach Hart and her team, obviously going on to the D2 North Finals, and also heartfelt congratulations to Coach Steven Sullivan and his Woburn Tanners. Played a hard-fought game tonight and had a fantastic season, making it all the way to the D2 North semifinals. I'm Coach Jan Kuhman. He's Coach Josh Streit, joined by Chet Golden Pipes, the human computer messer, and our director Jeremy Meserve on the BHS Sports TV Network. Don't touch that dial. Game 2 coming up.